Hi, and welcome back to Conversations with Kelly. um, Today I'm going to do a video on just generally boosting your immune system and fighting off colds, viruses in general. I felt like now with the coronavirus and everything happening, this would be a really good time to discuss like what I do regularly to prevent colds. Um, I have an autoimmune disease. I have Lyme disease, so I have to be more cautious with colds and things just going around. So some of these things I just do regularly, and I just wanted to talk to you about it. And don't mind my crazy hair today. Um, One of the main things that I do on a daily basis, every day, that's good for so many things, but really good for viruses, is coconut oil. Um, Now, when a virus replicates, basically what it does is it divides in two. And then that other one divides in two, that one divides in two, and they keep dividing in two. And all of a sudden, the virus is just spread. And that's how viruses spread. And what coconut oil does is it encapsulates the virus and puts a coating over it so it cannot divide in half and replicate. Really, really cool. So many other benefits from coconut oil that I'll talk about in other videos. But if you just take coconut oil every day, you can prevent yourself from getting a cold or a virus. The next one that's really important to do daily if you want to prevent any kind of virus and bacteria, and if you're already sick, doing this is going to help speed it up. It's going to help weaken the virus, is organic garlic in general. I prefer fresh garlic. The reason I have this is because it was on sale with this whole everything going on. This was one of the last things at the grocery store that was sitting there, and I thought, wow, that's a pretty good deal, even though it doesn't taste as good when it's not completely fresh, but this is still very fresh. And I do a bulb 1 to 3 times a day on an empty stomach, and sometimes it'll burn a little bit. Chase it with water. When you chew it with your teeth and break that down, that's when it's releasing all those enzymes that are really beneficial for your immune system. So I just take one in the morning, chew it quick, and just chase it with something. Start slow. Sometimes this can be hard on certain people's stomach. I'm fine with it. I try to aim for 3 of these a day. So good. Antiviral, so great for your immune system. And also just try to cook with a ton of garlic, but fresh garlic is best because that's going to have the most medicinal benefits in it. The next one is pretty obvious, is vitamin C. I take vitamin C every day, but if I'm around people that are sick or I feel like I'm getting sick, up this. Like, we're talking a lot. The past several weeks, I've been averaging about 12 grams a day. It's water soluble. Your body gets rid of what it doesn't need. So vitamin C is a non-toxic vitamin. You don't have to worry about it building up in your body. It will cause diarrhea if you take way too much at once, but you'd have to take quite a bit at once. The next one that's great to keep your immune system up is colloidal silver. There's a lot of different kinds of colloidal silver. I'm doing separate videos on all this stuff. I don't want to get into this too much. I wanted to keep this kind of short and sweet. You can spray it up your nose and the back of your throat. Don't drink water within 2 minutes prior and after, because then you water it down. It doesn't work quite as well. But colloidal silver, all around amazing antiviral, antibacterial. Something that I don't have up here right now is elderberry. Elderberry is great for the immune system too. You can take shots. They have elderberry juice right now. You can do lozenges. I find that elderberry helps a lot. I wouldn't rate it as number 1. I feel like garlic kicks its butt over that. However, it's still really good, and I'm definitely putting it on my list to talk about with you guys. This is probably one of my favorite things. Like, obviously garlic is amazing, but you've got your downsides. You're gonna smell. I would still do it as much as you possibly can, but if you have to go to work, you have to be somewhere, and you wake up and you feel like crap, the best thing that I have come to know and try myself for colds is this right here. This stuff is flippin' amazing. It is so amazing. Out of everything, this helps me the most with colds. I have a bottle of this with me. I keep it in my backpack and I take it with me everywhere. As soon as I feel something, I take it. If I'm around someone in close quarters and they're super sick, I take this. This stuff is amazing. And then another thing that's really important is just zinc lozenges. I happen to have these kids ones right now that I really like, and each one is about 8 milligrams, I believe. Yep. I really like zinc lozenges. I like this one, but it has a bunch of extra herbs in it, and I didn't know that. I thought it was just zinc. You don't want to be mixing too many different herbs, because if you're doing cold snap and then you're taking this, you're mixing herbs. So ideally you want to find a zinc lozenge that's just a zinc lozenge, or skip the cold snap when you do this. But you can mix zinc with the cold snap. You just want to be cautious on how much you're taking per day. But then again, you need a certain amount for it to be medicinal. So I try to aim with all my supplements not to take more than about 50 milligrams a day of zinc. I think the cap of what you could potentially take a day is 100, but that's, you're pushing it, that's kind of high. And if you go over that, then you're actually doing harm to your immune system. So just be cautious with what you're taking. And yeah, have a great day and thanks for watching.